Like, I miss the days when Lidl and Aldi were the UK's second biggest dirty little German secret. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Your secret's safe with me, royal family. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Not that some of you could, even if you wanted to. Good evening, Broken Britain. How are you holding up? You doing okay? Okay-ish? It's not great, is it? It's not great. Everything is so expensive and the supermarkets do not care. They don't at all. I mean, I need a 6-part Stacey Dooley Investigates documentary on the disappearance of Tesco Value and the rise of the club card cult. It's not good. I mean, the club card used to be our friend, didn't it? It used to be this passport to a world of adventure. You know, if you save up enough points, you can go to Thorpe Park or Alton Towers or Spearmint Rhino. And now even the rubbish supermarkets have gone bougie on us, haven't they? Like, I miss the days when Lidl and Aldi were the UK's second biggest dirty little German secret. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Your secret's safe with me, royal family. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Not that some of you could, even if you wanted to. But there are just some things in this life that you can't go cheap on, okay? Unless, of course, you want to spend an hour in Finsbury Park with 2 women who look a bit like Miss Trunchbull in a basement that looks a bit like the Chokey. I actually wouldn't recommend buying a £12 Brazilian wax from Woucher. Do we know Woucher? Do you know Woucher? Yeah, it's that website where you can buy like experiences and products and lifelong trauma for a fraction of the regular price. I mean, the red flags were there with this Brazilian wax. I should have known better, right? Number one, your average Brazilian wax, it costs like 30 to 40 pounds. So even Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert, would say, Leah, £12 is too cheap. Number two, there is only meant to be one person in the room doing the treatment, not 2 terrifying women built like bottles of Chambord and 250 viewers at home on the Facebook live stream. You know what I mean? And number three, this one is crucial. Only one of you is meant to be naked from the waist down. I think what I'm trying to say is I was tricked into my first ever 3-way by Woucher. No, the disclaimer, the last bit was a joke. Had my first ever 3-way years ago, come on. Come on, man. But I get waxed down there, right, because I've been conditioned to believe that, you know, that's what men prefer, and, you know, also it was becoming very hard to urinate, just matted, tangled. But it did work, though, because I got myself a husband. I got married last year. Thank you. I got married at the age of 26, which does, by law, make me a child bride. They exist. But I suppose, like, the most shocking thing about my whole wedding situation wasn't even necessarily the age that I was when we got married. As I said, I was 26, but my husband was 28. Yeah. No, you can say it. How's that even legal? I know. No, go on, what was that at the back? That's like 2 different generations, exactly, that's what I said. I said, babe, this is weird. This is like Thatcher versus Thunberg. This is like Blackadder versus Black Lives Matter. I'm struggling to bridge the age gap, I am. But 26 is quite young to be getting married in this day and age, isn't it? Like, I suppose it's not young, like, wasn't young enough to, like, f*** Leonardo DiCaprio, but definitely young enough for people to assume that religion must have played a part in this somewhere, which, you know, I understand. But a lot of people in the age of dating apps, they do like to ask, how did you guys meet? How did you meet? And yes, we did meet online, very cliche, but my husband still insists that it still counts as love at first sight, you know? It's still love at first sight. When he clicked join on that Facebook live stream, he said, I will marry that woman. That is the woman I will marry. And, you know, here we are today, the best £12 I ever spent. Thank you. Woucher, thank you. I do think, though, that we are in it for the long haul. I think we're going to stick it together. He's a great guy. I love this guy, right? But I've only really got the one complaint between me and you. This guy is obsessed with oral hygiene. He crushes his teeth like he no longer wants to match his own dental records. Just so much aggression in there. And the aftermath, my mirror looks like a Premier Inn headboard under one of those UV lights. Just white mess as far as the eye can see, you know? And if that carries on, then call me Nigel Farage, because I will be voting to leave. That is my time, guys. You've been lovely. My name is Leah Davis.